and welcome to October's Mixed Media Menagerie. This month we are joined by guest artist Christina, and all of her information will be linked in the description box below. For October, our theme to go along with Inktober is ink, a fountain pen, and we're supposed to cut something up. I don't have a fountain pen, or at least if I do, I couldn't find one, so I decided to use a dip pen instead. And I'm starting off, I found this dip pen first, and it's actually like a very small, very thin tip, and I had wanted to do some floral doodles on some ledger paper to make kind of a collage paper sheet. My idea was to use this paper and cut it up to add it as, you know, my normal base layers for my journal pages. So I'm just kind of going and making random floral doodles throughout the paper, and I didn't end up using it as the base layer collage. I used it in a different way because I remembered that when we were talking about this theme of cutting something up, I think the idea was to cut the actual spread. You know, like Nicole very often will cut up her spreads and make like little flippies and interesting middle sections. So I think that was the idea behind cutting something up. So I wanted to kind of honor that and do that still, even though I think I have decided that's not entirely my jam after this spread, doing it and just I felt so like blocked, like I didn't know what to do. I like how it came out in the end, but I don't know if I want to keep doing things where you cut up the middle. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed this doodling with the dip pen and the ink. It was very nice and just fun, and you know, there are random drippies in places, and who cares, you know, it adds to the doodle. So now I'm going to start off my spread as I do, gluing some papers down and putting some gesso over that. I am also, you can see I have up in the right hand corner, I have a variety of acrylic inks. So I'm going to use those to start out my background for the journal pages. So I found my regular dip pen with the interchangeable nibs, and rather than just diving in and splashing some color around, I decided to make some marks in the background with the dip pen and this is the speedball ink that I was using earlier, just to, you know, add another layer, and also use the dip pen or fountain pen a little bit more. So considering it's October and wanting to keep in that fall inspired theme, I decided to use purple and pink in my background. I used, I believe it's deep violet and magenta, deep magenta Liquitex acrylic inks, and then I added some golden quinacridone nickel azo gold. I said that in the wrong order, but the purple and pink was a little too like holy purple Batman for my taste, so I kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit. I also used the Liquitex muted violet, or muted violet, and it's more of like a gray violet. It's kind of cool. I should have used the muted pink also, but oh well. I like the orange that the golden fluid acrylic, the nickel azo gold, and the magenta make. It's really pretty and like peachy. So now I'm grabbing this mask from Ray Missickman and Stencil Girl. It's one of her new ones that they recently released, and I'm taking my handy dandy spray paint in parchment, and I'm just adding that to the background. And now I'm going to, on that middle flippy thing, I'm going to use my doodle page and just add it to that to kind of go along with the floral kind of theme that I want to create. A funny story while I'm gluing this, the spray paint, so it got super clogged, and I was trying to unclog it, and I had stuck like needles and all the different, like the little cap spray thing, and I cleared all of that out and it still wasn't working. So I took something and I pushed down on the middle of the can of spray paint, and it just sprayed all in my face, all over my glasses, all over my phone. I mean, everything is fine because I took some alcohol and I cleaned it off, but it was just really funny, and I would have left it in the video if my camera had actually recorded that part. But yeah, it's very interesting. So don't do that if your spray paint can ever gets clogged. So now continuing with this theme I have going on, and then also with using the ink and the fountain pen more, I decided to add a floral element to this page on the left. So I'm just making a doodle. I'm using acrylic ink in Payne's Gray, and I had kind of wanted to just leave it as Payne's Gray and maybe doodle a little bit more, maybe add some water and some splashiness to it, but it didn't look the way I had envisioned. I kind of wish I would have sat there with it a little bit longer, but instead I decided to go ahead and add some paint and color to it. So I first gessoed the petals and then went in with some different acrylics and ink. So I used the Liquitex magenta, deep magenta, and then the muted pink, and then I added a little bit of the golden nickel azo gold, and because I kind of wanted to keep the color family the same without it also just blending into the background. Again, I kind of wish I would have just left it with the Payne's Gray and like just added more floral doodles around, but I'm also happy with the way it looks after adding the color. So now to kind of balance it out, I'm adding some doodles to the other side in the corner. These ones I'm just going to keep with the Payne's Gray and not add anything else, but it's kind of just to balance the pages a little bit and make them look a little more cohesive. So now I'm going to take my Stabilo pencil and I dipped it in some water, and I'm just going to add marks all over my pages in different areas, and I'll spray them with water too, because I like the runniness and how the Stabilo looks, you know, after it's kind of moved around a little bit. So now I'm adding some collage words, Dina Wakely Media collage tissue words to both pages, and just kind of picking words that I like that go with, you know, how I'm feeling about the spread and everything, and just adding some different elements to the pages. And I'm also want to add something to the middle, as I kind of wanted to do like a collection of like a tag and a ticket or something, and I ended up going with the just a word, one of the die cut words from Wow Studio. So finally, you know, I couldn't leave it without adding some splatters, and I love the Lindy stamping in the golden wheat. It just gives such like a depth and sparkle, and it's like, I don't know, I just love using that. So I hope you enjoyed this spread and our theme for this month, going along with Inktober. And I hope that you'll play along with us, and make sure you check out Erin, Nicole, and Christina's videos. All the links will be below. Make sure you use the hashtags for October so that we can see your posts. And if you'd like to be a guest artist, we do have an opening for next month. So just fill out the guest artist application or message one of us and let us know. In the meantime, again, I hope you enjoyed and you feel inspired, and I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you for watching.